Welcome back to another episode of Ultras 11. I'm your host, Joe.
And I'm Alex. Joe, you're really loving that new beard comb you got.
Yeah, you know what? This episode is actually sponsored by our new sponsor.
Ooh.
Chess Beards, premium ingredients for premium results. You know, got a cute little bottle of potion over here. It's actually just beard oil. Makes your beard feel nice. And this comb,
keeping the beards feeling nice.
this comb, it feels good and it actually like straightens
So
out the beard.
sometimes I forget I'm even using it, man. I'll literally just, thank you.
Give it a whirl.
How jealous I am of you guys. Dude, it's taken me 35 years for this thing here. 35.
You know, anyways, we're not gonna.
But see that's why we got the chest beards and you didn't.
Yeah. Maybe
don't
you
have a
should
beard.
talk to your investors.
Maybe
We
you
have
should maybe you should
premium
just try getting a
investors.
beard.
Exactly.
Maybe in 5 years soon you'll get it'll attach.
I would.
Regardless of our beard talk,
We have a little guest over here beside you. I don't know who this guy was.
this guy actually, we just saw him on the corner of the street. We thought, you look like a good guy. Let's talk. No,
No. That's Adriano Volpentesta.
we don't own the copyrights though. Adriano, no, I'm kidding. Anyways, regardless, this is DBG. You're not allowed to know his real name or what DBG stands for.
If you don't know, ask around.
That's kept under secret.
Exactly. He's going to be our guest tonight. And he will be having a big role soon.
Yeah, he's gonna have his own little segment today. We're gonna have a special segment
We're,
with him
we're
today.
catering. We're catering to him because his knowledge, although it's very vast and he knows a lot, we just want to zone in on
More
one.
than you. Yeah.
We just want to zone in on one thing.
on one key thing.
Two. Well, technically two.
Two.
But
But we'll
regardless.
get to that later.
Yeah. What I would like to talk about is how Chelsea got blown out of the water by Leeds.
Well, we're starting off hot right here. Okay.
I'm just gonna come out and
We're
say this.
jumping right
I'm
into
just gonna
this.
come out and say this quickly. Chelsea and Leeds. Leeds was supposed to be in a shambolic
Yeah,
state.
that game was
Bielsa left.
Shocking.
Calvin Phillips is gone.
I also lost money on that game,
Rafinha
so
left.
it was even worse.
Oh yeah, I lost money too.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk
Thought
about
that game was a lock for
We're not going to
Chelsea,
talk
but-
about the financial part of this all. But Chelsea got dismantled.
Yeah. I honestly didn't think them not having a striker would play a big part, especially against Leeds. Like you would think you would notice it against obviously a bigger club, but against Leeds, those are games you should be winning.
Well,
when you're a team like Chelsea.
we spoke about this before. We thought Kai Havertz would be the perfect like false nine. He would be good there. Like, you know,
He's not a striker.
I get it. First couple games of the season, still feeling it out. But in saying that, it's like Kai Havertz is a player that they had that worked under Tuchel last year, and now
But he's a guy like he'll score those goals. He comes up in big moments. He came up in the Champions League. He won them the Champions League. I think it was the Super Cup. He also scored the winning goal there. He could score in big moments, but he's not a number 9 he's gonna score every game or every other game that is gonna give you those big numbers every season.
exactly.
He's not gonna do that, and that's what Chelsea have to realize. And now like the transfer market's it's almost over now, and they're gonna have to make a big.
know what?
They're gonna have to overspend on someone like the Prem usually does, just because they don't have something.
I
right
don't
now.
see Chelsea buying someone though.
Uh,
I've said it before.
I talked to one of my close news sources.
Source,
and,
it might be trust me, bro.
It's a very very well not well known but very good source. It's been very correct. So I heard Chelsea will be signing Leao, which is pretty interesting.
He did say Thursday, Friday, it's a done deal.
Thursday,
Don't worry,
Friday, it's a done
happening.
deal. So we're gonna see if this happens. Then I'm not trusting Fabrizio Romano. Nobody. I'm only trusting Joe.
This is the definition of trust me, bro.
Yeah,
It's happening.
Yeah.
He also said Giroud to Sporting.
yeah. He also said that because Sporting has no striker now. So he's calling the too big. Those are.
He's making bold statements.
The bold statement. You don't even hear those
Considering- I was
names right
gonna
now,
say,
like in the thing. So
Considering Milan doesn't even like have a real striker. Okay, they have Divock Origi, but they have no
3 guys
depth.
and they're all hurt.
Exactly. So it's one of those things that if Giroud were to leave, it's like, are they then gonna shop? But regardless, that's a source that we got to see if it's gonna be confirmed or not. Man, you beat Liverpool,
Yes.
so their goal of the month isn't
told
gonna be
you.
an own goal.
What did I say, man? They were just downplaying those first 2 games. They were just like, oh yeah, you know what? Let's just make Liverpool think
Is
we're
this
shit.
Is
They're
this
gonna,
a Ten Hag masterclass?
dude, it was, man. I'm telling you,
It might
it
have
was all
been.
mind games, dude.
And you know what though? I like to say here at Ultras 11, we were right.
Yeah.
We said bench Harry Maguire.
And look what happened. That was one of the best defensive performances I've seen by United in a very long time.
It's true. And who was at the helm? It was Rafael Varane, and Lisandro Martinez.
Yep. And not Maguire.
Not Maguire. His best spot on the
also-
field is on the bench.
Also, no Ronaldo. And their attack today looked pretty fluent.
Rashford scored.
It looked pretty, man.
Rashford got his goal.
This season, it can be his comeback season.
Eriksson settling into that defensive mid role as like that double
McTominay
pivot.
still has to.
Yeah, he has to go.
But I mean, like now they have Casemiro, so I mean, I assume he's.
I was just
gonna
about to
be
say
right
he's
there.
going to take over for that role.
And Casemiro is, man, I think he's going to be a difference maker for that team.
He's dangerous.
Yeah.
He is.
What do you
dangerous.
know about Casemiro?
Huh? Dude, listen, I don't want to talk about it. He used to play in Real Madrid. He did a couple of things, and that's
They
it.
won like 4 Champions Leagues.
You know, you're not.
And honestly, in that midfield, I know like he obviously doesn't get that praise because I mean you're playing beside Luka Modric and Toni
Toni
Kroos.
Kroos. Yeah.
But man, like the shit he did, like he can win the ball back. He can pass short, long. He can shoot. Like dude, he's incredible. And
Well,
I
he's
get
one
he's 30, but I still think he can give United like a good
Don't
4
get
or
me
5
wrong.
years.
I do think 60 mil is a bit of a steep price.
But we're getting to the end of the transfer market.
I was just about to say
look
this
at
is a
Depay
do or
right now.
die type of thing.
Depay, they everything was agreed. All they were waiting for the termination from Barca.
Didn't Man U also just sign Anthony for 90
mil.
Like,
That's
you wouldn't have
what I'm saying,
seen that number thrown at him early in the transfer
No.
market. Now that it's at the end, that's
I
when
think
they're
when
like, all right,
when
let's-
Juve was
let's go.
linked to them at the beginning of the transfer market, I think they were saying like 50, 60 mil.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay,
I was going to
that's
say,
a little
I
bit
swear
much,
his
but-
bio clause was like 40 mil or something like that. And I'm like, wow, that's actually
but that
dirt
it expired.
cheap for like someone like
It
him.
expired.
Yeah, well, I don't think he actually makes a difference. Sorry, guys. Not sorry. I think Jadon Sancho, once he finds his feet, that's
Yeah.
the perfect player.
But
Maybe as a Vice
he'd be
Alonga
good- yeah,
type
with,
of
with
thing.
Alonga to play,
Yeah.
to like kind of swap out games.
But
with
then
him.
Rashford's on the right too. You're gonna move Anthony to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not Rashford. Sorry, Jadon Sancho.
I mean, he can play left or right. He played left today and he scored. He played good today.
Touche.
So at least you know he can play both. But quickly before we get off of that, and that's both of you, do you think now with the window coming to an end, Ronaldo getting benched today coming on the 86th minute, do you think he leaves or he stays?
I like DBG to answer that first before I comment.
To me, there's only going to be one Ronaldo. For me.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's that gentleman hanging right above you.
Okay, R9.
Does he stay? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think he goes back. I think, you know what? He's going to be like the Del Piero of Real Madrid. He's going to go back,
You think he's gonna go back to Madrid,
play 75 minutes.
win the Champions League again?
Yeah. No, not play 75 minutes. He comes in at the 75th minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
a
Close
banger.
the game.
and then,
Scores a
okay,
goal.
I'm going to go out for a little bit and, yeah,
Win a Champions League again with Madrid.
could happen.
Maybe Ballon d'Or. Who knows?
That also could happen.
Joe, what do you think?
I just don't see why he would leave. Where's he gonna go? That could afford his wages. That he'll get that starting time. He'll do all that stuff. Whatever. So
He's not getting the starting time with Madrid with
well,
Man U.
nowhere he goes, where will he get that starting place?
But-
unless
but-
he's going to a team like
But the thing is, Joe, United are like at the end of the day, like he went to them at a wrong time. Like they're in a rebuild. They were trying to go. They were building a younger team with a little bit of experience, but they were trying to build something. He
Yeah,
came in
no.
there and like it was the wrong team for him.
No, and I
Now-
get
and they're
that.
in Europa League.
I get
He's gonna want to
that,
go
but-
somewhere with Champions League and a team that's ready to win that he can
yes,
help.
but
Like,
any of those
if he's coming off the
teams-
bench for Madrid, that's a lot better than coming off the bench for
But
United.
he won't do it. He won't do it. I'm sorry. Look at I respect his talent. I respect his ability. I respect all of that. But he's a little bit of an arrogant player. He's not going to accept a role being a bench player, being second fiddle to somebody.
Comes back to Juve and is back up to Vlahovic.
Yeah. See, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that either.
No, that he wouldn't do. I don't think
he wouldn't do any of that. That's why I'm saying for him, he has to accept his reality.
I mean, Sporting need a striker.
That
But
would also be nice to see for him to go back.
our
That would-
source next door hasn't told us that
Yeah, he
he's
didn't say
linked.
nothing.
So
he said he's
don't
gonna go
even-
back there, but not yet. Not yet.
So
Not
don't
ready
even
yet.
think about that, Sporting fans. Leave that alone right now.
Yeah, that's not
Joe's
gonna happen
gonna
for a
let us
while.
know when it's gonna happen.
When he tells us, we'll let you know.
We'll break the news right away. We have your back there. Premier League this weekend, everything. I mean, West Ham lost again, and
They're looking.
they did not
They're looking
even
horrible.
score a goal again.
Yes.
And you start to think, oh, Scamacca scored last week. Maybe if we start him, he could do something. Now, is that a little bit biased because he's Italian? Maybe.
I don't think so at all.
I mean, the numbers don't lie.
But I was going to say he has more goals than Michael Antonio right now. So why aren't you playing him?
I think Moyes is.
Moyes, see you
gonna be out
later.
soon.
You got to start playing Skamaka. If you don't, then you suck. The Battle of Oil happened as well. We had Newcastle versus City.
But
And
I thought Newcastle was getting away with that game.
you know,
I didn't think. I did think that that
City.
Man City was gonna come back, but I honestly I had a thing in my gut was telling me like, nah, Newcastle's got this, but.
no,
just City.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Actually, I thought City, even when they went down, I'm like, City's gonna do something.
Yeah, because man,
Pep
like you just look at them
Guardiola?
and like there's like they're just cooking up something.
That's why, like, it's hard to ever put City below a team.
Yeah.
And you always think they're gonna mount that comeback, you know? With the amount of quality they have, even coming off the bench. Like, to make those kind of subs and have those players come on the field, it's like, wait, what?
Yeah. Their depth is insane.
So
That team
that's
is just
why,
crazy.
like, I feel like the Prem, this is gonna be one of my bold takes, and I will maybe get crucified by other people, but it's okay. Jesus resurrected, I will resurrect from being crucified. The Prem is looking to me like a one-horse race.
Yeah.
City's gonna win it. It's just a matter of who finishes second, third, and
Yeah.
fourth.
Who
You know,
falls into that
there was a lot of
Champions League.
scrutiny about other leagues being a one-horse race, blah, blah, blah. City is now doing that. And yeah, okay, they tied against Newcastle. But do you think that will happen again? No.
No.
I'm going to be honest with you. I literally don't see any team in the Prem.
It's the beginning of the season.
I know it's the beginning. And
like
I
the first-
shouldn't make that assumption
like the first,
or
like, 10
judgment.
games. No, but I'm saying like even when like teams tie, they lose. Like the first 10 games, you can't even look at because like that point there, you can kind of afford to lose those points.
Yeah, exactly.
It's those later games when you face those
Exactly.
teams that like next time City and Newcastle play, you're not gonna like. I guarantee. Okay, they probably won't destroy them, but City.
No,
will,
I'd say
City
it's
will
probably
take,
gonna be like
City
a
will take
7-1.
that. City will, no, it won't be. No, they're not Bayern, man. In that one team league.
PSG.
Joke. Yeah, in PSG.
That beats the team
They-
that like
but
just won it last year.
Bayern
like,
and
2 years ago.
Bayern and PSG both have 15 plus goals in like 3 games.
And they're not even counting their practice
Yeah,
sessions.
they already and dude, they already
They
got
don't
the
need to.
they already got the trophies. Like they already got the trophy already. For
Yeah,
the league.
obviously it's already cemented. Like who's going to compete with both those teams? And I feel like that's what's going to happen with City. There's going to be a point that they just become so dominant within
Yeah.
the league. Like you see Liverpool, they were technically like
They were the closest
the
thing that was like
closest.
fighting
Yeah,
with
exactly.
them,
But they lost key players. They're suffering from injuries and they don't have the depth that City has.
No.
If Haaland misses a game, Julian Alvarez is more than capable.
Yeah.
They also showed their ability to play a false 9 with Foden or De Bruyne in the middle. So it's like, do they really even skip a
City's
beat?
depth is
No.
insane, man.
So that's why it's like I just don't see City fumbling anything. And like, okay, this was a little hiccup, but I just think they run away with the league
Yeah.
again. And I don't think
Like,
you
if they
see
don't win Champions League, man.
they
have
won't
to
win Champions. They won't win
They
Champions.
have
League.
to.
They will not win Champions League. Bayern Munich's gonna win it this
No.
year. Bayern Munich wins it this year. I'm willing to put money on that.
No,
That's
I will not put money on.
I'll bet. I'll bet right now.
bet with you. Bayern's not winning it.
I'll bet right now.
Okay, I'll bet with you. Bayern's not winning it.
Bet.
Bet.
Okay,
All right, we'll talk about the bet afterwards.
we'll figure out what we're gonna bet for.
I was gonna say I'm not
We're
gonna.
doing a big bet because I don't think Bayern's not taking.
I'm
it.
not gonna make any crazy bet right now, like $100 or whatever. I'm gonna keep that in the back pocket.
No.
Regardless, we're gonna talk about something that maybe gets DBG a little excited here. We're gonna bring up Serie A.
Get the
It's
Italian
about time,
calcio.
man. I'm saying, like, I'm sitting over here. I go, all right.
So, Serie A.
We started off with.
We're gonna start off with Milan tying against Atalanta. If you also notice a trend, I'm mentioning games that were in the challenge, and you'll slowly allude to the fact that somebody lost. Regardless,
And why there's 2 shot glasses. And not one.
exactly. Milan Atalanta, they drew.
Which, I mean, again, early on, they said at least they didn't lose. They came away with 1 point. But I still think that was a game that Milan should have won. I know Atalanta, everyone's like, they're still, they're still up there. They're still like a mid.
They still
top
have
table
the
team.
players.
They
In
lost a lot of their
reality-
players, man.
No, but I'm saying like they still have Boga on the bench.
Okay, but dude, they lost
He's
a
a-
lot of their like their key
Yeah.
guys that they brought them to the Champions League and that team's a lot of them are
Yeah,
done.
no, I agree. They're not the team they once were, but they're definitely that side that's going to trouble the top teams no matter what this season.
But a team like Milan, especially coming out that first game, like you're on that thing, you got to ride that. Like they should have went in there hot because you win that game against Atalanta, you have even more fire going into that third game.
Because of the hype around Atalanta too.
That's what I
Beating
mean.
Atalanta, it's like beating a top 4 team now.
Exactly.
Just because of like the recent years, how strong they've been.
Yeah.
So tying against them, is it a setback? Long term, you'll find out. Short term, nah.
I don't think so.
so.
I don't think it's gonna have an effect on their season, like coming to the end. But no, honestly, I was surprised with that, man. I thought Milan was gonna take it, but that game there, second game in a row, Leal. No, I praised him, but it's looking lazy, man. Looking back to
told
his
you.
lazy self.
Your dad said it best. Leao's lazy. If
Milan
he
should-
just moves a
I
little
mean, hey,
bit
if
more.
Joe's right, Milan's gonna do good, and they're gonna cash in on him.
Yeah,
But
they
I said
cash in
I said it from before.
160 mil.
He had a great season last year. Cash in on him.
Yeah,
Cash in on him.
It's true.
He's not gonna stay there forever. He's not gonna be like a guy that's you're gonna build your team around because he's gonna move on, especially with his agent, his nationality. There's not a good chance he's gonna stay in Serie A. Cash in on him. Right now you're gonna get his highest value, especially after the season he had.
yeah. No, I think Leao. I think he's a good player. I just think he's one of those inconsistent sleeping giants. You know,
Inconsistent. It's just like he's inconsistent because he does it to himself.
that's what I'm saying. He's that
Like, he just-
inconsistent
he's like,
sleeping
eh,
giant. Because
I don't
if
wanna
he
move.
actually were to like stay woke,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term, he'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
He would be
He'd be a
10
fucking-
times better.
he'd be a
Like,
monster.
he has the height, the stature in general, the speed, everything about him. Like,
Dude, he'd be like up there with that like Haaland and Mbappe.
yeah,
like,
he would
those,
be in
like,
the
young
talks,
boy,
like
talks.
100%.
100%.
But
But
he's
he's
just-
lazy.
I was literally just about to say
So I
that.
stole those words.
Are we?
Stole it right out of
We're
your mouth.
twinning today. Eh?
Yeah.
You already owe me a soda because I said jinx before and you didn't hear me.
No, I heard you. I heard you, but in
regardless-
my mind I said you owe me a soda. So
Lazio tied
good.
against Torino.
They stink, man.
What?
No, these scores that you're saying,
How much you
today,
like?
it's
How
embarrassing.
much you like Immobile, dude?
How much do I like them?
Is Immobile sick?
Is he the king of Rome?
No chance. No chance. No way.
Who's the king of Rome?
Not to go back in the day, there's only one King of Rome.
Who?
That gentleman right there, Mr. Totti. It's true. If we're gonna call it a spade,
I didn't know you were chill like that.
I would have said Dybala, but whatever.
that
Anyways,
was crazy how they like introduced him. That
yeah,
was insane.
no, it was sick. Regardless, we're gonna Juve tied. I'm gonna rub it in
Dude.
both your faces right now. Juve tied
That
against
ties this
Sampdoria.
weekend. Yeah.
you see how weird that sounds?
Nah,
Juve
man.
tied
ties.
Sampdoria. Perin
It's-
put on a masterclass
dude,
though.
him, starting goalie. Out of Chesney, you were great. Backup.
Phil,
I don't care.
Perin or Buffon?
Okay, man. Joe, shut up.
I thought you were gonna say Chesney.
Yeah.
Okay, no, fine. You're right. Perin or Chesney?
Buffon.
See?
Okay, no, definitely Perin. But what they showed today, I watched the full game. Joe,
Sorry, continue.
it cheesed me because we lost 3 of our creative players and we literally cannot create anymore.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, sure.
Because you guys literally, these players you guys have signed. Okay, Di Maria, fantastic, but where's the depth?
What do you mean?
Di Maria's injured. Who's going to play right wing for you? Your
Quadrado.
Who's been playing right back for the last how many years now?
Well, he used to be a right winger, so you can't.
He used to be.
Muscle memory, baby. You don't forget everything.
Never forgot.
No, but I'm just saying. You can't have a guy that you had playing right back the last 2 to 3
No,
years.
I do get that, especially as
move
like
into that role. He became a good creative force from deep like that.
from the back.
But now that
going
he's
forward,
in attack, like it's like he has to relearn the position almost. You can't just keep on throwing him into the fire.
no.
Kostic, he played left wing for you guys today. Great player. I love Kostic.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been playing for Frankfurt as a left wing back. Yeah, it's a more attacking
he's been
version.
playing more attacking though.
But I'm just saying, like, to me, it's not that creative player enough to play left wing.
No.
You know what I mean?
You're not getting the honestly, if I'm Allegri right now with the guys I have, I'm going to 3-5-2.
Yeah.
Put Quadrado on the right side.
Yeah.
Put Danilo as a center back, and you put Kostic on the left.
Or take the risk, put Gatti. Let him play alongside Bremer and Bonucci.
Oh no.
Well, Bonucci's injured
out.
right
That's what I'm saying.
now.
No. I would do Gatti, Bremer, and Danilo.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
100%.
saying like with Bonucci, like
No,
if he's
Gatti
fit.
in the middle, Bremer and
Rugani, he could go
Danilo.
back to Empoli.
Yeah, you can go back to Empoli, dude. You can go fly a kite somewhere.
Poor thing.
And the midfield, I mean, just give Ravello the goal, man. he came on today and like he did more than Locatelli, McKennie, and
Well,
Rabiot
McKennie
did
shouldn't be starting
in
for
50
you guys.
minutes.
Rabiot shouldn't even look at Italy.
He probably played the
not even through a picture.
the best game out of all of them.
That's terrible.
Because Joe, at the end of the day, we all look at Rabiot as like being so bad, but he was never that bad. It's just because the money they're paying.
Exactly. Well,
If we're paying him 2.5, 3 mil, and he's been playing the way he's been playing, he's doing his job. He's good. Like he's good enough.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that we're paying him so much, and like that's why he's just not living up to the hype. But like he still does what he needs to do. It's just the people around him aren't good enough.
I just think with Rabiot, it's a matter of like he's a good athlete. He's athletic.
He has a thing like Leao. He gets lazy at times.
Exactly.
And you saw like last season, there was goals that came from him because like a ball came across and he just didn't jump for a header, and then the guy behind him ended up winning the header and scored.
But I mean, he should probably like look into getting a new agent.
I mean,
because his
not
mother is now ruining every.
I think he has to
potential
realize he's how old? 28, 29.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought he was still like 24, 23.
No. I think he's like 20. I think he's like
still
27, 28, and like your mom doesn't have to be your agent anymore.
Yeah,
you
you
can
could-
hire someone.
It's called growing up.
You can actually hire Mbappe to be his agent.
I
I heard he's doing that as a side
No,
hustle.
Mbappe is happy because Messi assisted him rather than Mbappe assisting Messi.
Yeah.
So now they're friends again.
he got happy
He
now.
dabbed him up and he said he loves Argentinians or something like that. I don't know. Mbappe, you suck.
Yeah.
Regardless of that, Roma won. No big
Ugly
deal.
win, but
Hey.
those are the ones you need, man.
3 points are 3 points.
Those are the games exactly, dude. That's what I always say. Those are the games that are gonna separate you.
Said
People
took the words right out of my mouth.
Dude, people chirp all like when Juve would win those games like barely 1-0 in like the 89th minute or just a ugly scrappy goal. Hey, but did we get 3 points? Yeah, we did.
You
Did
gotta
we win?
know how to
Yeah.
win ugly.
It's true.
You gotta know how to win ugly. Not every game's gonna be a beautiful win.
No,
it's not.
But that's the thing. At the end of the year, when you look at the top teams, it's because they didn't fumble points against.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
they got those
really
ugly
rude
wins.
to say, but those bottom feeder
Because,
teams.
dude, at the end of the day, when you go to like Venezia or you go to like Cremonese, you go to when you go to these stadiums, it's hard to play in them. Like it's not an easy game to play.
There's 25 people there, but those 25
those
people are
guys-
yelling,
those-
hurling stuff.
And
at
those
you,
guys
like-
got nothing to lose. Those teams.
Yeah.
They know respectfully where they stand.
Yeah.
So what are they gonna first come out to do? They're gonna try to attack. If they get that early goal, dude, they're just gonna build that momentum. The stadium's gonna go nuts.
Yeah.
So going there, like you have to, you don't want to push too much because you want to defend, not give away anything easy, and then you almost get, if you get caught defending too long, then you get stuck tying these games, or they score a last minute goal and you end up losing these games.
I mean, Roma was home.
No, I don't know,
So
but
that makes it a little bit weird.
no, but still,
But Zaniolo's
Roma
injured.
they just suck to score right now.
How long is he done for, Zaniolo, right now?
3 weeks. He made a post on Instagram. A lot of people are saying he's a loser, he's a
Yeah, he's a
bitch,
loser.
whatever. But you have to understand, a lot of people don't like Zaniolo, so that's why he made the comment. The comment was, I know you were hoping for something more serious, but I'll see you in 3 weeks. Just a dislocated shoulder. No surgery needed. Still probably the best youngster in Italy. Regardless of that, I like to get somebody involved a little bit here. Just because I feel like he's on my left collecting dust, looking at the microphone.
He's been a little bit too quiet.
Yeah, so let's get him to chime in a little bit.
How you gonna start things off, Joe? With him?
DBG, I'm gonna ask you one simple question.
Let's make it a little spicy.
Here we go. Yeah.
You need to look at me and Alex and tell us. No, actually, no, but speak into the mic.
Can you hear me?
For just the whole time. You need to tell us what was the best moment in your life so far today.
Italy winning the World Cup in 2006.
Okay, now I got a question from that.
Yeah.
In 06, that World Cup, from June to July, what was the greatest moment that you experienced, not including them actually lifting the World Cup? Obviously, because that's going to be the greatest moment.
Okay. Del Piero bending Lehmann like a pretzel against Germany.
So for me, I'm gonna have
Joe,
to disagree with you there.
Of course.
How?
Of course.
Because this is the thing. Everyone forgets certain moments in life, People are forgetting, oh, Totti did nothing. He was a bum. He's a scrub. He's all this. Who scored the penalty shot against Australia to make them go through to the next round? Was it Del Piero?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
But why doesn't Totti get any credit, but Del Piero will get credit?
So you're saying the most iconic moment for you is the penalty that game against Australia that Totti scored the penalty.
Arguably, yeah.
How you gonna compare? Not even like that for me. Like that was my favorite moment of the World Cup. Not even including that one in the same game. Pirlo just confusing the shit out of that defense.
With that
and
no
cutting
look to
that
Grosso.
no look pass to Grosso, and Grosso just shoo. See you tomorrow.
No, see, like again, that's why I said arguably, because for me, one of my favorite moments also was kind of out of the little engine that could, all 5'8" of him.
When he
jumping through, winning a couple headers.
Wins that header to start the counterattack.
But then who gets the ball from Cannavaro? Over Al's left shoulder. Could you say the name for me, please, DBG? Totti. Who then releases Gilardino. But people forget that moment.
Who finished?
Who finished?
Here we go.
Who finished? Who made the German girl cry?
Only one man, and he's right above you.
I think this was a tactical play. I think Al switched this up recently.
Okay, hold on a sec. The Grosso goal, okay? There was two things monumental about that I'll never forget. The goal, okay, obviously nobody's going to forget the goal, but like it doesn't, whatever. The pass from Pirlo was bomb.
That pass
died.
still gets me. Like,
Bro,
I watch and I still
sorry.
I'm like, oh my God, my legs get like quiver from how nice that pass was.
Yeah,
man.
like, and the celebration.
Yeah.
The overall celebration.
The celebration, bro, like, oh my God.
Phil, what were you doing when that happened? When that happened, that moment.
Uh-huh.
What did you do?
I just, you know what? I was still scared.
Of
I
what?
was still scared that, like, there's still a chance. It's Germany we're playing. I'm like, what if they do it and they come tie us? I don't want to go to penalty shots with them.
Yeah, because you never know.
Like,
they still could have tied it.
You know what I mean?
So then fast forward. Italy beats Germany. German girls crying. Lehman gets bent like a pretzel.
I bawled like a.
We fast forward to France.
What do you want to talk about France? What?
No.
We did it.
How did you prep for that game?
Oh, dude, honestly, I didn't. I don't think I ate the whole day.
Yeah. He's probably so nervous.
Dude, I couldn't talk. Like I didn't know what. I'm just like, you know what? It has to happen.
Yeah.
Like, we got to do
You just want to get past it.
You know what I mean? And then like the whole like 1998.
Yeah.
It scared the shit out
because
of me. You know, like,
that was exactly like me. Like I was younger, but I grew up obviously loving soccer and I always watched videos and I always saw like the stuff that happened to Italy and, you know, obviously South Korea, like that was horrible.
Yeah.
But even other times, like when they came so close, but they just lost in the final, and like even like I thought the state with that one there, I'm like, dude, look back at that France team. When I look back at it now, back then I was like, oh yeah, no, you know what? I think Italy can take this.
It was an
but like now I'm looking at it and I'm
team.
like,
Yeah.
dude,
That was
an
D's.
amazing team.
yeah, it's on crack, bro. It
Like,
was yeah.
Well,
That
you
was
even look
a
at
great
You even
France
look at
side.
2006 in general. Look at Brazil's team.
I know, and France beat that team.
Like
Zidane had a
Brazil
Zidane
was
masterclass
stacked.
that game, man.
Everyone
heavy.
was stacked,
Yeah.
and at that moment,
And
it's
everyone
like
was
you said,
everyone was older, and they were all in their primes.
yeah.
So like everyone, it was just like it was literally the best of the best. Like dude, that Brazil team, it was all the guys were in their primes.
Cafu,
Yeah.
Ronaldo,
Roberto
Ronaldinho,
Carlos, I was
Kaká,
say,
yeah.
Jesus.
all, Lucio was there. Like
Lucio.
they were, every team was just different gravy.
I'm glad he brought that up though. So that morning, my biggest fear, honestly, dude, it was like I had a flashback.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know if you guys like. So 1994, when I'm not even gonna say
I wasn't born.
We weren't
yet.
even born.
But I
Yeah.
saw videos.
I'm not. You saw videos of X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna say what happened because
Yeah.
I can't. Like, whatever. Okay. So my dad buys a cake in the morning.
Yeah.
It says, "Congratulations, Azzurri." So for me, I go, geez, we're gonna do this thing. Then all of a sudden, it doesn't happen. So that was the first flashback I got that morning when I go. Can you imagine? I go, nobody do anything.
Nobody buy a cake.
Just relax.
I know
Just-
cakes are frowned upon.
You know
That's
what
why
I
you
mean?
don't celebrate birthdays
And-
anymore. Phil
yeah.
does it. I mean DBG. Sorry.
And dude, let's be realistic. That team was uncivilized.
Yeah.
They were monsters.
Italy. You're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah,
They're
Yes,
monsters.
man.
Yeah, in 06.
Luca, Toni, or Inzaghi?
Okay. So Luca, Toni, or Inzaghi?
Nice.
Inzaghi, he's like we always say, he's offside 9 times out of 10. But that one time you don't catch him, leave the net, let him put it in nicely.
Hold on. Actually, I got a good question for you. Do you think if Inzaghi played in today's era, he would have been as good with VAR? Or do you think he would have just been another Italian striker?
No, he still would have been good.
You
He
think
still
so?
would have been good.
So obviously, he was phenomenal at like reading the line and like holding the line and knowing when to run and like having just like that good connection with the players like around him. But man, some of those back then were close. And with VAR, like they called Ronaldo on his toe when he was offside.
Yeah.
I feel like Inzaghi would have got called back so many times.
Oh, dude, but he's been called back so many times.
Yeah, but that was before. Just
I was gonna say that was before. Like,
never had it with VAR.
Like now, like your toenails offside, and like, yeah, there you go. VAR's taking.
Yeah,
care.
but how many do they miss?
But
with
I'm saying,
VAR
like,
still?
do you think he was actually? Because obviously the angles and stuff, and like they would show back then, like they were horrible to like when you looked at it.
Yeah.
But do you think like he would have still been like that inch offside, or do you think like he was actually good enough that he like knew to stay like completely behind them, wasn't like forward at all?
I think he would have adapted.
Yeah,
I was
Honest.
just gonna say. Yeah,
I think the one time I'll agree with him is I think he would have adapted because he would have grew up with that system
yeah.
that he learned and he kind of became something. You know what I mean? So I think he would have done a lot better in that regard.
Yeah.
And yes, we just suffered a power outage, so just allow that to play on.
Lighting issues.
Al's very scared right now because he doesn't like the dark.
I didn't know. I don't know what happened.
Regardless
Yeah.
of that, second best moment of we'll say third. We'll say third because I think I could conjure up something that is the second best moment of your life. So we'll say third. What is the third best moment of your life?
Easy. Euro 2022.
How did I know that was coming?
Now, did you expect this to happen? Did you expect Italy to win the Euro, given, especially recently with all the controversy, them not making the World Cup the year before the Euro? We're not talking about right now, Phil. We're talking about in the past.
Yeah.
Did you expect
Hold on 1 second.
Italy to win that Euro?
I didn't think that they weren't gonna win the Euro, if that makes sense.
So you
I was not sure. I was not sure.
But were you confident with Mancini's picks and what he decided to do? Power flip.
we're back up.
We're back good.
Was I
power,
confident?
power's good.
I was on the fence, to be honest with you. I was on the fence. But there was a lot of similarities from 06 to this team
Which are?
with gameplay and everything. It was one of the, whenever they played, it was always like, can you imagine if this happens? And it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole Insigne thing. It's
Chiesa flourishing into
you know
something
what I mean?
crazy.
Because Chiesa came on like he wasn't even a starter. Berardi was there, and then he kind of came in, and it was like, okay, now he's gonna start.
The
and, like, let's
fans
see
were
how
begging for Chiesa too.
and that's what I'm saying. And he came in, and like it was a 50-50. Like, he could have came in there and completely flopped.
Yeah.
But like, dude, he just came there and was like, guys,
Hold my dick.
hold my dick. I'm here now. I got us.
did we have any right to win the Euro? Absolutely not.
No, was our teams obviously a lot
not. No
like
way.
better than Italy? 100%, dude.
You know what?
There's lots of teams. Even I would even say like even Belgium. Like we shouldn't have
Yeah.
beat, but we took control of that game and they beat them. So,
I have a buddy who I think said it best about Italy, and this could be controversial. You guys might want to argue it, but I think this was the best way I've ever heard it. Realistically, Italy never actually has a crazy good team when you compare it to the other international sides. Like 06, was Italy the best on paper? No, not really. France, I think, might have been better.
Yeah,
Brazil
okay.
definitely was
Brazil
one of the
definitely
best.
Was better.
You know, the Euro. Belgium on paper looked better. You know, Spain, not
France.
Spain, sorry, Portugal, France. Like
Even
these-
Spain too.
Spain, arguably. You
Spain
know, I
people were
think
already
like
talking about like, hey, like they can be like sleepers.
Yeah.
Like watch out for them. More than
Germany
Italy.
on paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No one said Italy.
I think with Italy, they thrive best under that, like when they're flying, like under the radar.
Yeah.
Italy is more so just a dream killer.
Yeah.
They're not like a crazy good team. They don't have the spotlight ever on. They'll have the spotlight on them for negative things, match scandals, stuff like that, whatever.
Greasy haired, oily mama's boys like the German paper put in the morning of
Like DBG looks every. No, I'm kidding. No, but exactly. Like there's always this, like whenever there's the negative spotlight, I feel like that's when they thrive. Like I hate to bring it up, but after winning the Euro, Italy was this team that they're shoo-ins for favorites of the World Cup, this and that, whatever.
Watch out for them.
There was expectations they're gonna breeze through the playoffs.
Because you have to remember too, going into the Euros, we were already a bunch of games unbeaten. We were at like 15 points.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
like 38, 39, I think we were at one time.
We didn't
set the record.
We didn't lose a game. They were on a tear. I was like, okay, at least now we can say like we're gonna make this World Cup.
Worst thing to happen.
And then we went to the Euro. We won. We were all the way up here, and then we went to go play those games against Switzerland when Jorginho missed the penalty, and then put us in the position where we had to face North Macedonia, which majority of people in this world don't even know North Macedonia exists.
What ranking are they?
I have no idea.
They're not even ranked.
I don't think they're ranked.
They're not even ranked.
That's how much of a joke it is.
They're ranked by Sprite instead of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, so the Euros got to everybody's head, and obviously I hate it, but I did like it because if that's the way the team got after winning the Euros, that's what they needed. That was the reality check that they needed.
But that's the thing
just because you win something doesn't mean you're like, look at France. France won the World Cup. They thought, hey, buddy, this Euro Cup's ours, and they lost to Switzerland.
I know.
They thought because they had Mbappe, they had these guys. Yeah, it's
the
a
team
breeze.
Was still they had the same team.
Benzema's doing well, whatever.
They had the same team. Plus, they were adding Benzema, who was on fire, and they were like, okay.
It's what I said to Sano that time he was on the show too. I feel like Italy needed that revolving door. At the end of the day, you won it.
Yeah.
But you didn't have a dynasty of a team like Spain did in that time when they had Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. All three players were playing for the same fucking club team. So obviously you could build around that. Yeah. The whole team was made up of two teams.
Real Madrid
and Barcelona.
And the odd Atletico Madrid player there.
Of course you could build a dynasty with that. With Italy, you saw the youngsters were thriving.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll keep saying it. 06 was a different time because those are players at the peak of their powers.
06 was just perfect timing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Every player on Italy hit like perfect form. They were all in their primes, pretty much, and it was just good timing, man.
Yeah.
Like they had those guys were playing the best soccer like they've ever played in their life.
Exactly.
That's right. I agree to that.
And even in this Euro Cup, man, you saw a lot of these guys you saw them performing like Chiellini and Bonucci. Like, dude, they were looking like I was getting flashbacks from like 5-6 years ago on like Juve when they were playing like that. I was like, holy dude, like Chiellini's back, like he's a monster, holy shit. And then what happened after that? They just boom, like you saw that they put everything into that Euro Cup.
And that's the thing, and that's where
they were drained.
You look at after 06, 2014, 2012, that World Cup where Lippi came back.
Oh that was
and rather than new tactics, whatever, he literally called up everybody from 06.
We're getting the band back together.
All
these guys came to play, but none of them had legs.
That was just basically off of what happened.
They were trying to rush something. They were like, "Hey guys, you know what? Like the last cup we did bad. Like, hey, you know what? Like now let's bring Lippi back. You know, like he can do something. He won the World Cup. Like we'll do like this. This will get us going." And then he just brought the same team and nothing, and it was just it didn't work.
Quagliarella ended up being the star of the show, who got 3 goals disallowed.
Hey man, I know.
Di Natale still is the best player to ever play in Serie A.
Dude, that guy's a monster.
How many goals does he have now?
At least now, if we're gonna do like the Romario rule and whatever, counting practice, counting the backyard, I would say at least 163,000 or 500.
Yeah,
roughly. At least.
Roughly. Now imagine he actually played during that time.
Yeah,
that number would have been double, probably, maybe. We don't know yet.
It's true.
Now, since you're a bit of an old timer, we're gonna throw it back. I'm gonna ask you about a quick little comparison. Who would you rather have? Sorry, I don't know why I asked it like a barbarian there. Who do you rather have?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, relax.
I get sensitive about that.
Now you're looking. I'm gonna name 3 players
Okay.
for Italy. Their defense: Maldini, Cannavaro, or Chiellini. One of which is deemed Maldini the best of all time to ever exist. This and that, but he's never won anything internationally.
Okay.
You have Cannavaro, who they deem still fantastic, whatever, and he's won a World Cup
And a Ballon d'Or.
and a Ballon d'Or. Something that both our players didn't achieve. Totti and Del Piero, they spoke words about it afterwards. We saw that.
Baggio
And
won
then
a
the-
Ballon d'Or.
Say that again.
I said Baggio won a Ballon d'Or. Just saying.
Baggio also missed the penalty shot. Totti didn't.
They're still trying to find the ball.
But the thing is about
No, regardless,
Okay. All right.
Totti didn't miss the penalty shot. Baggio did. One won a World Cup, one didn't.
Zaccardo also won a World Cup, and Ronaldo didn't. Okay.
Anyways, back to the question: who are you going with? Maldini, Cannavaro,
Or Chiellini.
Chiellini? One of them has to
No,
sit.
wait, what did you say?
I was gonna say one of them has to sit on the bench.
Yeah.
You're gonna
You-
start the 2
yeah.
center backs, whatever.
Oh, I get 2.
Or maybe should
No. Do it. Start one, bench one,
There you go.
Cut
That's
one.
what.
Jesus.
start bench cut.
Okay, I gotta say it like this. I love Chiellini, but I gotta cut him.
Okay.
I have to.
It's a bold
I understand
move.
that.
I know.
I understand. I'd probably do the same.
No.
You know what I mean?
I would.
I bench Maldini, and I put Cannavaro.
That's
Dude, that guy's a pit bull. Like,
that's a bold take.
Different gravy.
yeah, like I'm not taking anything away from Maldini or
No.
Chiellini. Maldini was a beast. Like, you know what I mean? But Cannavaro, it's
So you put Cannavaro above Maldini.
yeah. But
mean-
with this above Maldini, but the same respect.
Oh yeah, no, obviously
you
it's
know,
not saying
like-
whatever. I'm not saying you don't like Maldini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like for me, like that's such a hard comparison because like for me, like Maldini, like growing up, like I used to play D when I was younger, and like I grew up loving Maldini. Maldini and Cannavaro were they were both my
Yeah.
favorites,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Maldini was like the first one like I knew and
Yeah.
like, I just fell in love with him just the way he played. But then watching Cannavaro after, it was I don't know, man. I grew like a different love for him, and I know Maldini's a better defender, but like I would do the same thing. I'd probably take
Yeah,
Cannavaro
yeah.
as my number one.
Because you know what it is with Cannavaro.
He was just
it
a
was more of
different
like
defender,
yeah,
man.
it was more of this raw, passionate type of
And because
thing.
he was,
whereas-
he was like smaller too, and like he
Yeah.
wasn't just like a big guy and just like
yeah,
to win the.
like
Yeah.
don't get me wrong.
He had to work for that.
I love Cannavaro.
Well, obviously because you're short.
I'm short.
Yeah,
I didn't play defense my whole life, but you know, I started playing defense, and you know, when people would make the joke like, "Oh, you're like Cannavaro, short, and you're good on like D," I'm like,
Yeah.
I
thank
like
you.
that, you know, like it was always kind of like a source of inspiration.
Yeah.
Obviously, Totti's my favorite player of all time, but I would probably say like second right there, it would be a guy like Cannavaro. You know, like he just gave you that inspiration. But I'm gonna have to disagree with both of you guys. I would
Who do you pick?
100%. I'm starting Maldini
Okay.
because
Oh, I get. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's no
that's-
explanation.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
dude, like I get. Like,
that's just art.
yeah, he was
that
just
was
the art of
poetry.
defending,
Like,
man. He was just another level.
I agree.
Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, when they painted all these things, it was literally because they just thought about Maldini in the
Yeah.
future. Like it was like he's just poetic, he's art, he's everything.
Yeah.
Bench Cannavaro, Chiellini. I'm sorry,
But that's what I'm saying.
Chiellini.
That's
I
what
feel like
even
is the
I was
odd man
saying,
out for everyone.
Yeah, because
and it's
like the thing, like Chiellini was such a great defender, and I would still put him as like definitely an icon for Italy.
Yes.
But the thing is, like, man, like when you have a guy also like at another in the same position, like Maldini and Cannavaro, it's hard to come number
Yeah.
one. Like you gotta be like, you know, like be like a Messi or Ronaldo in that position to you know jump those kind of
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
so
It's like before, like with like now it's a little bit older, obviously, but like Pele and Maradona for the longest
Yeah.
time, no one touched them. Then
Now
here
it's-
comes
I was gonna say, now it's
Messi and
Messi and
Ronaldo,
Ronaldo.
and they're like, okay, now they're smashing the records, and you're like, holy shit, like these guys are like they're better, and then like now who knows in the future who's gonna be better than them?
yeah, it's
That's
true.
gonna be crazy to see. I want to see who's gonna be the next.
It won't be
Generation.
for a while.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think.
feel like it's crazy to think like growing up for us, even for DBG over here, we had like. It's weird to say, but we had like a plethora of players. It wasn't just one and two. You know,
Yeah.
like from every nation you could think of a star, and these stars were almost at the same level, you know, like arguably at the same level.
yeah.
You know, and it's crazy that like how time passes a little bit and then you just have this kind of like, I don't know if you want to call it a dead zone, but at the same time you just have Messi and Ronaldo dominating everything.
Yeah, it's a
Whereas
weird
back
Essentially.
whereas back then, you know, like even a guy that, you know, like Van Persie, you know, R9, you had these crazy, but R9, the worst part is like there was other strikers that competed with him in that moment.
In that moment, yeah.
Whereas Cristiano Ronaldo, peak of his powers, not one person competed with him.
Yeah.
Same with Messi.
Yeah.
Let me just touch base on that whole Ronaldo thing right now. It's going to be really quick, okay? The thing is, when I saw Phenomena on the field, dude, I got scared. I'm like, I can't even watch the game.
Yeah.
Because you knew.
He was that type of player.
Like, with Ronaldo, it's like,
You know, there's ways to like he's been stopped before.
yeah. But
Cristiano.
and you guys know I love Ronaldo.
Dude.
but-
No, I agree.
right?
Dude, first, I would say like R9 would have been better than Cristiano Ronaldo if it wasn't for his injuries and if he had the right mindset for soccer.
Well, you even look at
Yeah,
a guy
yeah.
like Adriano then.
Yeah. Oh, him
Adriano
too.
could have been literally
He was like an
R9's
he was like an
offspring.
alcoholic.
Like,
He was
yeah.
doing
Offspring,
drugs.
offspring, I don't know about that.
No,
I don't
Adriano
know.
was built.
Yeah, he was the closest thing.
different.
He was the closest thing to R9.
Stature-wise
but he was
and
even more
everything.
fucked up than R9.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what was worse.
Once
for him.
once he went through that depressive
Yeah,
state.
'cause I think it was like his dad died or something.
Yeah, his
or
dad,
something
like
happened.
everything happened literally all
It just,
at once.
Yeah, he got really messed
That
up.
guy
'cause
was
of
a
it.
beast. Yeah, no, okay, fine.
And what was he was the emperor.
Yeah.
That was his nickname. I don't know how to say it in Brazilian or Portuguese, sorry, technically. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, that was his nickname.
Yeah.
Now I got one more question for Phil. I think I'm gonna stir up something in him right now. Start one, bench one, cut one. Francesco Totti, Del Piero, Baggio. 3 number 10s, 2 of them same generation, but
Jeez.
actually, should I put Baggio on? Should I make it a little bit easier and put like Inzaghi?
No. Keep it like
no,
it
if you're,
difficult?
look what you did with Chiellini, Cannavaro,
Yeah.
and Maldini.
Okay.
You know
it's,
what?
It's a tough one, but you gotta choose, man.
This is easy.
Yeah, for you.
Okay, you know what? I want to see these comments after. I know I'm gonna stir the pot. For me, what I'm gonna say. For me, I'm gonna say.
Look into the camera and say it with your chest.
And like it's everybody in their prime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that what
Peak
we're
of
saying?
their powers.
Obviously.
Peak of their
Prime.
powers.
Okay, easy. Baggio starting.
Okay.
Del Piero bench, and if I could have both of them on the field, I'd take both of them on the field. Totti, you scratch, and respectfully scratch,
Yeah.
but you scratch.
You scratch.
Al, yeah.
I agree, but like I would just kind of swap. I would start Del Piero, bench Baggio, cut Totti.
I don't know what to say. I don't need water. No, I don't need water.
Okay.
For me, I think you both have it wrong.
Okay.
It's start Totti, bench Baggio, cut Del Piero. Now, I mean, no disrespect. Like he said, respectfully. I love Del Piero. I think he's a class act. Totti and him are pals. They talk shop all the time. But I'm gonna say this one thing right here. There's a reason why in 2006, when they won the World Cup, Lippi went to go visit Totti after his surgery. Lippi said, "There's a spot for you," and Lippi handed him the number 10. And even though he was only like 60% fit, he started. What number was Del Piero, and where did he start on the bench? Left side or right side?
I think Phil's had enough of this. I think Phil's had enough of this conversation. I think he's done with your takes, Joe.
Hey,
I don't want to hear it.
it's I'm not.
Phil's had enough with Joe, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Hey.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming, Phil. We'll chat soon. You pissed off Phil, man,
Listen,
with your stupid takes.
it's not a stupid take. It's speaking facts.
Totti wouldn't even make Juventus' women's team.
Prove it.
Has he made them?
No, because they didn't have a women's team at the time.
How do you know?
I feel weird that Phil's just staring at me from the corner.
Good. No, that's what you deserve now.
No, you know
You
what?
just have him staring at you because you pissed him off.
We'll make amends soon. I think Totti is one of the second best Italian players to ever exist. Baggio I will put first, but I'm only putting Totti as the starter because that's my favorite player of all time. But let's get real. Baggio was the original number 10.
And then it was Del Piero.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'll argue with him. I won't argue with you because it's our. We'll do that afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now that guy is gone, I like to do our challenges.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Because
hold on.
I'm done. I think we actually have to share words.
I just want to say this because I think Joe deserves, if you guys couldn't tell yet, the 2 shots, obviously, because Joe lost again, so he's doing the double.
Yeah.
Joe, I think, deserves these shots for the way he was acting and respect and treating our guests. So, Joe, before we get into the new one.
Respectfully. I'm saying with all due respect here. I'm right.
Actually, I should tell you, respectfully, next week, this jersey won't be on the wall anymore.
Then
You might see it in my bathroom.
Well, then I leave. I walk. I'm folding.
It's okay. Phil's gonna come here. With DBG.
I just got replaced full time by DBG. Before actually I take these shots, do you want to actually mention the challenges for next week, or should we do that after?
No, we'll do it. Joe, do your shots.
Well, cheers to Totti.
Stop trying to. This guy's always trying to buy time with these shots when he loses. Just take the shots and shut up.
Jesus Christ.
It's lemonade Smirnoff.
Well, I'm not a drinker. Not a drinker.
Yeah, well, you are.
Back-to-back shots isn't fun.
Well, you better win next week, or else it'll be 3 shots.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, so you better.
Sorry, I'm just digesting the shots.
You better.
So
I know the lemon kind of
like that little
messes
burn
with
in
you.
the chest.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, yeah.
I get that.
You know. Next week we got a little bit of a tasty couple games on our hands. Next week,
now things are finally starting to heat up in the tables.
Not really.
Yeah,
not really.
You're starting to get some of the bigger games, man. Today we finally got Man U,
we had a good
Liverpool.
little treat today. That was a fun.
Now
game.
this weekend coming up, we're gonna have.
I recommend everyone go watch Virgil van Dijk get exposed as the worst defender to ever exist.
I love it.
And turn into that meme of the black girl that wears the pink blazer when she's wearing her glasses and she bends over. Virgil van Dijk is now a meme.
Oh, dude, I love it.
And he should never be compared to Sergio Ramos or Maldini. You're a bum. Anyways, games for next week, Al. We have Lazio and Inter. That's a big game.
That is a big game.
Lula.
But I do think that Inter's going to keep this kind of streak going at the beginning. I think Inter takes that game.
Do you think Lula scores?
Yes.
Lula, now, if you guys don't know, we just learned today, me and Alex. Lula is Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez, but combined.
Yeah.
Like
that's their nickname.
Yeah, like
that's
a little
duo,
acronym.
Man. Hey,
they probably
we'll
kiss.
See. We'll see if it helps them in the season.
Probably not.
See if it works.
Next, we have Chelsea versus Leicester. I put this game just because, although a lot of people might think like Chelsea dominant or whatever, I think it's an interesting game.
Chelsea
yeah,
leads.
Exactly. I feel like they might be in that weird state, and Leicester is always that team that competes, no matter like a Sassuolo.
Yeah.
Who do you think takes that, Chelsea or Leicester?
Now, is this with them signing Leao or without signing Leao?
Well, if our source, trust me, bro, aka Joe, is correct, it's with Leao.
With Leao. Say Chelsea win.
As you exotically comb your beard. Thank you, chest beards. Fiorentina, Napoli. No. I only put this game because I've been betting on both these teams, and they have literally done me dirty both weeks.
It's gonna be I think it's gonna be a good game, but I think Napoli.
Napoli?
Yeah, they got that crazy new guy. Where's he from again?
Georgia,
man, he's so.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm not even gonna try.
Butcher his name right now, but like, man, he's really showing that, like, hey guys, you don't need Insigne. I got
Georgian Zidane for a reason.
Yeah, man,
it's pretty crazy.
Holy.
Kim Min-jae,
100%. Liverpool buys him in next summer, 125 mil.
No, De Laurentiis won't sell him. He'll end up going for free, and then De Laurentiis is gonna say, "You owe me $5,000 for image rights." And then the last game.
It even works in your leg hair.
Regardless, last game we have. We will not be able to watch this game together because I will be at a baptism. And
even if you weren't, you still would have come watch with me.
Because I have to watch it in the privacy of my own home. Not even
Just in
with my
case.
brothers because they're both Juve fans, aka DBG and another brother. Juve Roma. Who wins that game on Saturday? 2:45. Colini is coming out of retirement to referee it.
For
Colina,
as
sorry.
much as I want to say Juve like to win it,
You jinxed it. I'm done.
no, I don't think
Fuck off.
I could see Roma winning it, but I see a draw in that game.
You know what? I respect that.
I see a draw.
You're a good guy.
Yeah, like I could see like I definitely think if there's a bet we can do, I definitely think Dybala's going to score his first goal. It's going to be against Juve because it always happens.
But I was saying this to you earlier.
yeah,
actually,
he won't celebrate.
with Dybala. All I'm waiting for is for him to just go like this. You know,
You
all I
you
want to
wanna
see
the
is that
gladiator and
celebration.
The gladiator.
Exact gladiator. A gladiator is not based out of fucking Torino or Piemonte, wherever they play. They're based out of Rome. Now
okay.
he's on Roma, so the gladiator mask makes sense. And knowing my luck, I won't see it.
Does he
He'll
cele-
score against Juve, but he won't celebrate. He's a classy guy.
What if he
Let's
does
get
celebrate?
He won't
though?
celebrate.
I know.
No.
Just because I feel like Juve like helped him like throughout the years and stuff. I don't think so,
like
but
it's-
I
he
mean,
also
at the end of the day,
cried
you
when
never
he was
know.
leaving.
Yeah,
Because he's a little sissy, man.
yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
he knew
He's a
he
good
messed
guy.
up.
I like you, Dybala. I love
No,
you.
you don't.
Thank you for coming to Roma.
Yeah, you saved him.
For me,
Treated
now-
him bigger than Totti. You think Totti got that when he left Roma?
Yeah, but you see when he retired when he left Roma, yeah,
No, he didn't.
he had 65,000 people
Yeah.
chanting
How much
his
did
name.
Dybala have?
14,000.
Dybala sold more jerseys though.
All right, I can't argue that actually.
Yeah,
'cause
prove me wrong. Sold more than
unless
Ronaldo.
you could gather a stat that
Dude, he
shows
sold
all
more
the
than
jerseys.
Ronaldo. You think Ronaldo definitely sold more jerseys than Totti?
Yeah, but Totti was there for 25 years.
Yeah, so everyone already had a Totti jersey, so no one needed to buy a new one. And there's no new Roma fans that are coming along like, hey, I'm gonna go watch Roma and become a new fan.
I'm gonna talk to my dad about that. Anyways, for me, Lazio Inter. I'm gonna agree with you, Inter, because Lazio
Yeah, you'll never take Lazio.
Immobile sucks. Chelsea Leicester. I'm gonna say draw.
Okay. Could also see that happening, but I think Chelsea need that game because they really need a bounce back.
Fiorentina Napoli. Fiorentina Napoli. I'm gonna say tie game. No, I'm gonna say Napoli. Actually, I'm gonna say Napoli. Juve Roma. Now I want to quickly delve.
Don't be.
Quick second. I want to delve into this. I just want to say, I think Juve and Roma, on paper, it's an evenly matched game.
Yeah.
Barring the injuries for all the players, though, like that's the one thing I think about.
That's why it's going to be a little bit more of an even game.
Zaniolo picked up an injury,
Yeah.
as well. So that's one of our out of the the fantastic three or fantastic four, whatever the fuck people are calling them right now. Fantastic players, but now that Zaniolo's gone, you're gonna see maybe Pellegrini step into the attack. Does that benefit them now, or does that not? Like, it's
I think for Pellegrini, it definitely will. I think someone's decided to join us now, and he's come dressed a little bit differently.
Oh shit!
Oh. Hello, DBG. How's it
You
going?
guys, gentlemen?
Are you gonna say something to him, Joe?
I'm sorry. It's okay. Hey.
Fine.
Shake it out like men. There you go. Feels right.
This shirt doesn't feel right because it's too tight.
Yeah, but class act on the back.
It's true.
You know what? I'm gonna say Juve Roma draw, and I'm gonna
Everyone's
tell
the
you
same
why
way.
right now.
Why? Because you want to jinx it.
No, because Totti made a gesture when Juve beat Roma, the little, and then the
Yeah.
4, whatever. He spoke to Del Piero about it. He said, "No, it was never to you."
I know.
First off, because we're friends. Second off, because I respect you, like stuff like that.
Yeah, and,
Third,
and then he's like third because you're the captain of Juventus.
yeah, it was for Tudor because he's a
Yeah.
scumbag. He hurt his arm that he
Yeah.
almost cried. Which Totti, if that's the case, come on.
You heard me. I almost started crying.
Yeah,
Dude, shut up.
it was the comment he said to Lippi afterwards,
Yeah.
and Lippi said to him, "It's not a gentleman's
Come
thing
on,
what
I
you
never
did."
win.
And he said, "Let me have this. I finally won." So I guess in 06, what I could say is finally the Roma fans won that Totti was handed the number 10. But Del Piero's a real number 10.
Yeah.
It was a thank you moment. So
Thank you.
And a better number 10. We'll leave it at that.
Can I do? Can I predict the Serie A teams, please? The games, please.
I just want to let you know though, if me and Al beat you score wise, then you also need to somehow Skype call us during this or whatever, or even send us a video of you taking the shots. Deal?
I could
Because the games will be all done and dusted by Sunday.
Yeah.
Monday we record today, so we will know the results. Whatever. If you lose, you have to send a video to us, and we will post it. You could post it. If you want also to follow him, it's at the douchebag Guido. That's what the DBG stands for. Regardless, you have to post a video. Yeah? Or no?
I'm in.
Yeah? All right.
Get his predictions.
Only Serie A or
No, Phil, you have to predict every game.
okay, fine.
Whatever word.
Fine. Go.
So, Lazio versus Inter. Who do you think wins?
Lazio.
We just made amends, and now you want to do stuff like this.
You'll see. You'll see.
All right. The Lazio. Chelsea versus Leicester City.
Okay, Chelsea. Yeah. They did it that 1 year and then okay, anyway.
Fiorentina Napoli.
Tie.
Roma versus Juve versus Roma.
Juve.
He's the only one that called that Juve. So that could be a TSN 30 point.
That saves him.
I'm really curious to see it. Honestly, Al, I really hope to God Phil loses this, DBG loses this, because I personally don't want to take a third shot in a row.
Oh, no.
I think I was very conservative with my results.
I want him to, but I also want to see you do that third shot.
Dude, it goes straight to my eye. It doesn't even go to my head. Like, my eye hurts.
The next one's going to go to both your eyes.
I'll wear my glasses next week then.
But anyways, it looks like Phil is starting to not breathe anymore because that shirt's a little bit tight on him.
Yeah, for real.
So I think we're going to end things here. And in saying that, guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Ultras11. And if you guys aren't following him yet, don't forget to follow at Douchebag Guido.
Is it the Douchebag Guido?
The Douchebag Guido? Oh, sorry. Yeah. I should have asked before.
No, you know what?
You're on what? On Instagram, TikTok. You got Twitter?
No.
Not Twitter.
No,
he doesn't want Twitter because Elon Musk bought it. He doesn't want to get involved.
I like
politics.
that.
I don't like
I get that. So if you guys haven't, follow him on Instagram and TikTok. And if you guys haven't subscribed to our YouTube already, go check that out. We have a new video coming up on Wednesday. And once that video comes up, don't forget to leave a like and a comment on it. We'll obviously check them out because I want to see what you guys think about DBG's thoughts about the 06 and the 2020 Euro Cup.
I'll comment back. And when people reply, I'm going to comment back.
Buddy,
yeah,
I'm waiting for that.
Be ready
I'll
for
send you the
that,
link.
Okay, good.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Joe, you got anything else to add?
I just want to, again, thank Chess Beards.
Yes.
Thank you for making my
big
beard
thank
look
you
nice.
guys. Honestly, thanks for
Winter time's coming up.
Send us a nice little comb and some oil that I give it a go first couple days, and honestly, I must say my beard's feeling
honestly,
nice.
I know it sounds weird.
And
I
smell delicious.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to lick my own.
Is that
you?
Dude, I want to lick my own face.
right?
Gosh.
It's honestly incredible.
I almost gave him a hickey
Yeah.
twice now. Twice.
Dude, this stuff is a game changer. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
wow.
I'll send you the link.
All right, yeah, send me the link.
I'll let you know.
regardless, guys, like Al said, thank you.
And
Stay tuned.
we'll see you next week. Ciao.